Hi students, in this session we are going to derive the expression for the focal length of the thick lens. We had derived the equation for the focal length of a thin lens, and it was from there that we derived the lens maker's formula. 1 by f is equal to mu minus 1 into 1 by r1 minus 1 by r2, which was equal to our p1 plus p2. The expression for, I just told you the expression for the focal length of a thin lens. Now we are going to find out the focal length of a thick lens. Now we know that we got the system matrix of a thick lens just by replacing the capital D in the expression for the system matrix with T and replacing mu2 with mu. And on its basis, by comparing that equation for the system matrix with the general system matrix equation, we get small a is equal to p1 plus p2 minus t p1 p2 by mu, b equal to 1 minus p2 t by mu, c is equal to 1 minus p1 t by mu, and small d is equal to minus t by mu. Just like how we did for a thin lens. In the thin lens, we wrote the system matrix. After that, we identified A, B, C, D, the Gauss constants. After that, we substituted these constants in the condition for the image plane. In the similar manner, we are following here also. We have to write down the system matrix for the thick lens, identify A, B, C, D, substitute it in the equation for the image plane or condition for image plane. So on substituting A, B, C, D in the equation for image plane, you get a complex equation like this. That is, C is equal to minus of C is this D1 minus D, that is plus D by mu, plus A is this D1 D2 plus B is this term into D2 is equal to 0. Now what you do is here you have to do a bit more mathematical adjustments. Divide throughout or divide all the terms by D1 D2. So you'll get it like this. Minus 1 by d2 plus p1 t by mu d2 plus t by mu d1 d2 plus p1 plus p2 minus t p1 p2 by mu plus 1 by d1 minus pt by mu d1. Now d1 and d2 are much larger than t. So we neglect all the terms which have t in the numerator and d2 in the d1 and d2 in the denominators. All such terms are neglected because d1 and d2 in the denominator reduces the value, makes it very low, and again you are further multiplying it with a very small number. So all these terms can be 1, 2, 3. These three terms which I have circled can be neglected. Now considering the remaining terms, you get minus 1 by d2 plus p1 p2 minus t p1 p2 by mu plus 1 by d1 equal to 0. From that, I isolate 1 by d2 minus 1 by d1. I write it on one side and the remaining terms on the other side. In the system matrix for a thin lens, you just had these two terms, that is p1 plus p2. But here you have p1 plus p2 minus t p1 p2 by mu. But this is the equation for our A, the Gauss constant A, same as in thin lens. In thin lens also, p1 plus p2 was our A. Similarly, here also p1 plus p2 minus t p1 p2 by mu is our small a. So that is equal to small a, and here the LHS of this equation, that is 1 by d2 minus 1 by d1. 1 by d2 is our v and d1 is our u. We know 1 by v minus 1 by u is equal to 1 by f. So you can replace it as 1 by v minus 1 by u is equal to 1 by f. So this is 1 by f is equal to p1 plus p2 minus t p1 p2 by mu is equal to a. Then as in previous case, we replace for P1 and P2. What is P1? P1 is mu2 minus mu1 by R1, or it is mu minus mu1 is air. So it is mu minus 1 by R1. And what is P2? It is mu1 minus mu2 by R2. and here also mu1 is air, so it is 1. So 1 minus mu by r. Mu1 is the refractive index of air. So the RHS of the equation becomes P1 plus P2 minus T P1 P2 by mu becomes mu minus 1 into 1 by R1 minus 1 by R2 plus an additional term is there for the thick lens, that is mu minus 1 into T by R1 R2 into mu. So that the expression for the focal length in this case is 1 by f. That is the LHS is reduced to 1 by f is equal to mu minus 1 into 1 by R1 minus 1 by R2 plus mu minus 1 into T by R1 R2 into mu. This is the lens maker's formula for the thick lens. So we proceeded exactly in the same manner as we did for the thin lens. First, we have to write down the system metrics for the thick lens in terms of small t and mu. Then identify A, B, C, D there. Substitute these ABCDs in the condition for the image plane, make some mathematical adjustments, divide throughout by D1, D2 and neglect the terms involving T in the numerator and D1, D2 in the denominator. So 3 terms will cancel off. Then you rearrange it so that you get it as 1 by D2 minus 1 by D1 is equal to something in terms of P1 plus P2 minus an additional term. Then we know 1 by d2 minus 1 by d1 is 1 by v minus 1 by u equal to 1 by f. 1 by f is equal to p1 plus p2 and an additional term. Now substitute for p1 and p2. p1 is mu2 minus mu1 by r1 and p2 is mu1 minus mu2 by r2. Substitute for these two and simplify. You will get 1 by f is equal to this answer. Mu minus 1 into 1 by r1 minus 1 by r2 plus mu minus 1 into t by r1 r2 into mu. This is the lens maker's formula for a thick lens. I hope this class is clear to all of you. If you have any doubts, please do contact. Thank you.